anybody recognize this cabin right here that Kris Jenner's at? Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell.
I now hold the opinion that Kim Kardashian is a prostitute, and I'm not going to edit this opinion. Kim Kardashian is a prostitute. Her mother is a pimp.
This federal RICO, though, on KK and Kris. Ooh. The federal RICO I'm about to drop. Anybody know Kim and cool with Kim? They need to tell her now. The rain is coming. The feds is coming.
Y'all, we need to talk about the bombshell claims that just exploded online involving Kris Jenner and her alleged connections to Epstein. According to a former Yeezy employee, Kanye West supposedly uncovered disturbing information suggesting Kris may have been tied to powerful predators as a recruiter, claims that remain completely unproven. The source alleges Kanye became deeply concerned for North and Chicago after discovering rumors that Kris planned to exploit them in the same way critics claim she did with her own daughters. And the speculation doesn't stop there. That strange, ultra-exclusive party Kris hosted last month for her 70th birthday is now being re-examined. Some online are questioning whether it was more than a celebration, pointing to the presence of figures like Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg, and asking why they would suddenly be socializing with the Kardashians. With the timing like
good American on the outside, I've got Skims on the inside.
Wait, say that again?
I'm drinking 818 like crazy.
Right, let's start with what this former Yeezy staffer allegedly revealed about Kris. According to a complaint reportedly obtained by People, a one-time Yeezy employee claimed that Kanye instructed him to look into the Kardashian family after becoming suspicious of what he believed were possible criminal connections. The complaint alleges that Kanye wanted the employee to investigate supposed links to criminal enterprises, including unproven claims related to exploitation and trafficking.
The grandmother that signed for the daughter to do this tape has the rights to the names and the likeness of my black children. That's who we're dealing with. And I bet not one celebrity say shit. Yeah. They ain't gonna say shit. They're gonna be like, oh man, I'm sorry about your cousin.
Remember back in 2020, just before Kim filed for divorce, Kanye publicly called out Kris, accusing her of pressuring Kim into the Playboy shoot. He wrote, "I put my life on the line that North's mother would never sell her tape." Around the same time, he also went after Corey Gamble, insisting that neither Kris nor Corey should be allowed around his children. Taken together, it paints a picture of a father who believed he had uncovered something deeply disturbing, something serious enough to make him fear for his daughter's safety.
So for the culture, y'all don't want me, because I feel like the culture didn't stand up for me when I asked y'all to.
What did you ask for the culture to stand up for? No.
These women kidnapped my child in broad daylight.
With fresh reports alleging that Kris may have operated as a Ghislaine Maxwell-type figure within the entertainment industry, a lot of pieces are suddenly falling into place. Attention has now shifted to the unusual birthday party she recently hosted. While over-the-top celebrations are nothing new for Kris, this year felt noticeably different. Many people couldn't help but point out that the guest list resembled a who's who of names often linked to the Epstein circle. Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Prince Harry, and Meghan Markle were reportedly seen socializing alongside Paris Hilton, Beyonce.
Let's take a look inside Kris Jenner's 70th billionaire birthday bash, where the police were allegedly called. Jeff Bezos hosted at his $165 million mansion in Beverly Hills. The theme was a play on James Bond's 007. Inside the party, you could find all the billionaires, including Mark Zuckerberg, Oprah Winfrey, Bill Gates, Prince Harry, and Meghan Markle, her daughter and alleged billionaire Kylie Jenner, Kim, Kendall, Khloe, and of course all of Kylie's friends. For the Housewife fans, funny how Lou M. Taylor's here, Vin Diesel, Hailey Bieber, Justin Bieber, who walked out with mysterious white stuff on his pants, and many more. The guests received 2 gifts, Wayfair Ray-Bans, and special Kris Jenner Dunkin' Donuts. Bruno Mars played, and this is when the police showed up. TMZ and the Daily Mail are alleging the cops came several times during Kris Jenner's birthday bash because of the Bruno Mars performance. I don't mean to be mean or negative, but this party gave extremely bad vibes. And if you watch this video back or just go look online, most everyone walking in, including her daughter, were trying to cover their faces. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts below.
The whole situation felt off from the start, Mainly because we almost never see people like Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg socializing with the Kardashian circle. So why make an exception for Kris? And why now? That timing is what really raised eyebrows. The party reportedly happened just days after Epstein's emails were leaked. Emails that mentioned several of the very same names seen at Kris's celebration. Coincidence? The internet doesn't think so. In fact,
you continue to meet with him over several years, and that, in other words, a number of meetings. What did you do when you found out about his background?
Well, I've said I regretted having those dinners, and there's absolutely nothing new on that.
Is there a lesson for you, for anyone else looking at this?
Well, he's dead. So, in general, you always have to be careful. I'm very proud of what we've done in philanthropy, very proud of the work.
The online conversation is being framed according to Reddit users reacting to Kris's party. One person asked why figures of that caliber would even be around, let alone celebrating Kris Jenner. Another user responded bluntly, claiming it was because of her alleged role as a powerful fixer, suggesting people may have been involved with her, benefited from her, or paid for access and favors. Others chimed in, saying the public underestimates just how influential she is, comparing her reach to what they described as Epstein-level power. One commenter even asked whether she could someday face the same fate as Ghislaine Maxwell. From there, some users began drawing deeper parallels. They pointed out that Epstein and Maxwell weren't only accused predators, but also alleged financial criminals. Banks like JP Morgan Chase and Deutsche Bank have been accused in reports of overlooking or underreporting Epstein's suspicious transactions for years, despite red flags. Online commentators then pivoted to Kris Jenner, noting that throughout her rise in Hollywood, she has faced long-running allegations of shady financial practices and questionable business structures. While not on the same scale, they argue the patterns feel familiar. Redditors also revisited accusations surrounding her private church, which critics have labeled a tax shelter. Kris publicly presents herself as religious, but skeptics point to the California community church she founded in 2009, where members reportedly pay steep monthly fees plus tithes. Because the church is registered as a charity, critics allege it provides significant tax advantages while keeping money within the family. This speculation intensified after reports surfaced that Kim listed the church as a beneficiary of her eBay charity auctions, with records allegedly showing tens of thousands of dollars flowing through PayPal's charitable system. Others went even further, questioning whether the family's frequent real estate purchases and constant construction projects could be another way to move money internally. The discussion then turned to Corey Gamble, a figure many online commenters find suspicious. Based largely on Kanye West's public claims, some speculate that Corey has deep connections to intelligence or law enforcement circles. Kanye has repeatedly alleged, without evidence, that Corey is tied to the CIA and was sent to infiltrate the family, even doubling down on that claim in leaked audio. Taken together, these are the narratives circulating online, unproven, controversial, and heavily debated, but they're fueling intense speculation about what might really be happening behind the scenes.
Yes, Corey's CIA. Like, he didn't even have to say it. I know it.
She also emphasizes how Jay-Z distanced himself from those who supported him early on. Jaguar highlights his fallout with Dame Dash, noting that the way their partnership ended exposed just how far